All right. Hello and welcome to Battle of Wits, Season 2, Episode 4. We are back in the thick of lockdown and just ready to play some games. I need to start working on my intros.
You're doing great.
Thank you. We have a wonderful cast of characters today. To this side of me, we have Shawn Stenhouse. Hello, Shawn.
Hello.
And below Shawn, we have Paul Baluyot. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
And next to Paul, we have Darragh Mondoux. Hello, Darragh.
Good evening.
Very creepy Halloween over there. I love it.
Thank you so much. We take this holiday
I'm just gonna
serious
save
in
this
my house.
episode until like July, just so it's. Yes, we are recording on Halloween week. It's a fun and creepy time for everyone. All right, are you guys ready to play Battle of Wits?
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay,
Born
we
ready.
will begin with the warm-up round. Okay, in the warm-up round, I will ask you all some interesting questions, and you will answer to the best of your ability. The points go to the person with what I think is the best answer. And I'm fickle, so it changes from question to question, really. We will start with this question. The U.S. government banned this for a few months in 1943. Shawn, can you start? What did the U.S. government ban for a few months in 1943?
I don't know. Rowboats? I don't know.
Rowboats? Okay, that's good. I feel like they were definitely popular in the 40s.
Yeah. The craze of rowboats. I don't know.
All right. Good answer. Paul, what did the U.S. government ban for a few months in 1943?
1943. I would have to say Japanese people.
Ooh. Technically, you're not incorrect. Yeah, good answer. Darragh, what is your answer?
It has to be the installation of in-ground pools, because I think Big Beach was really consolidating its efforts in 43.
All very, very good answers. So the actual correct answer is sliced bread. They banned sliced bread. It was a real problem. Do any of you want to guess why they may have banned sliced bread?
Well, you said
Does it have anything to do with war rations?
Close, yeah.
They sliced the bread with samurai swords, and like Paul said, they banned Japanese people. So
I thought because like that's when America was so great, and if it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, they'd have to like start from zero.
Good point.
Very good, very good. Yeah, no, it was aimed at affecting the economies and the use of wax paper. So people were using not enough, too much wax paper because now they could just buy sliced bread and they didn't have to like wrap their bread. And the government got so concerned that they banned sliced bread.
So it's big
but
wax.
Housewives, yeah, it was big wax paper.
Damn it.
It was the wax paper lobbyists up to no good again.
No good. Always up to trouble.
Yes.
But luckily, fortunately, Housewives got together and were like, this is the most pressing issue of our time. And fixed that for all of us. So thanks, Housewives. I'm going to give that point to Paul. But all very good answers.
Thank you.
All right. So we move on to question number 2 of the warm-up round. So Pizza Hut used to be the largest purchaser of this produce. So up until 2012, Pizza Hut was the largest purchaser of this type of produce. Can you tell me what it was, Paul?
Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese. Okay, very good. Darragh, what do you think it was?
I guess I'm gonna go with like produce as in fruit or vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so probably tomatoes, right?
Tomatoes. Yeah, good answer. Good answer. Shawn?
A different kind of tomato than whatever Darragh means.
Fuck off, Shawn.
The other tomato.
Roma. We gotta be more specific, Darragh, so I can do the.
Okay, I mean like
Tomatoes.
Florentine tomatoes that are aged, like gone off
Okay.
a bit too long because it was bad sauce.
Okay. Roma tomatoes then.
Oh, I
You guys know a lot
see.
about tomatoes. I could only think of heirloom.
I don't know what that is.
I mean,
so-
Shawn's known as kind of a tomato snob, so
Yeah. All very good answers. I'm gonna give the point to Paul again because he's the only one that didn't say tomatoes. You're
Oh
all
my God.
incorrect though. And his dog was there. Bring an animal onto your screens. It's a great way to get points.
My cat was
So it's
here.
oh, is that what
actually
happens?
the correct answer is actually kale. Can any of you guess what they used kale for at Pizza Hut?
They put it on their salad bar. It
Good,
was
Shawn.
decoration. It wasn't to eat.
Yep, exactly. Well done. You know what? I'm just getting point happy. You're gonna get a point for that one too.
Sick.
Yeah. They put it on their salad bar just for decoration and not to eat. And then kale got popular and expensive, and I think salad bars are illegal now. So it's no more. Okay, we are halfway. Yeah. Ooh, just the idea of going to a salad bar makes me want to go like just scrub myself with
licking the sneeze guard.
That used to be my favorite thing to do, but now. Okay, Darragh, we'll start with you for this question. Graham crackers were invented for a very specific purpose. What was their purpose?
I think it was to discourage masturbation.
Good answer. And how would graham crackers discourage masturbation?
This is one of my most prestigious cocktail facts, but I know that the Kellogg cereal company was kind of early marketed as a way to, like, I don't know, the more fiber you had in your diet, the more like bloated and laden you were, the less likely your sons were to like diddle themselves or something. Like it was specifically done to discourage like masturbation and like fidgeting in little children. So graham crackers are just as joyless as Cheerios, and that's what I think it was.
All right.
Science.
No. Shawn, what is your answer?
As some kind of cleaning product to absorb water, liquids. That's what my guess.
That's very good. They do look like they'd be good and absorbent. Maybe some like school bus vomit or something.
Yeah,
definitely works for that. Exactly. It's like a very specific school bus vomit. Yes. Paul, what is your answer?
So what's the question again?
So graham crackers were invented with a purpose. So what was the purpose of graham crackers?
To hype up people named Graham.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's wholesome.
They do need it because their name's Graham.
Yeah, you like ducks.
I would feel a lot better if there were Elspeth crackers out there.
I would eat an Elspeth cracker. That sounds delicious. It sounds like halfway between a graham cracker and a peak freen.
Mm-hmm. It encourages masturbation though, so you gotta book some hours off alone for yourself after you eat an Elspeth cracker. Okay, so Darragh, you were actually correct with your answer. They were invented to stop masturbation and just lust. Like they just wanted to shut that all down. Just
exactly.
No carnal urges were to be allowed after eating a graham cracker.
Leave your carnal urges in your popcorn, am I right?
Exactly. Okay,
Crickets,
and we have one final question in the warm-up round.
I didn't know it was a joke.
Shawn, we will start with you for this question. This famous historical figure is credited as creating eggnog. So this historical figure is credited with creating eggnog.
Creating eggnog.
Who's got an eggnoggy vibe?
I don't really like eggnog, so I don't know. Shakespeare. Why not?
Shakespeare? Okay, good guess. Good guess. And did he write it like in a sonnet when he wrote the recipe for it, Shawn? Or
I don't know. Are there 16 steps to just sort of like egg and then you leave it? I don't know. I don't even know how you make it.
All right. That's fair. Paul, which historical figure is credited with creating eggnog?
Abraham Lincoln.
Very good. Very good. Do you think he got his top hat involved at all in the recipe, or?
I hope so. If not, then it's pretty disappointing. There's no beard here, or it's not made in a top hat. Yeah.
That's fair. And Darragh, who do you think is credited?
That would be Emperor Caligula, whose orgies and his vomitorium needed a foil for all the bodily fluids. So they decided to go milk the teats of the first chicken they found.
Oh god, just the thought. I'm not a big orgy person, but I just feel like orgies and like a thick, heavy eggnog.
It's kind of like a decadent drink. Like, I do love eggnog. It begs to be just like boozed up. Like there's something so like like decadent Roman emperor energy of it. So I'm gonna say Caligula.
Okay. It was actually George Washington. So
he does have an eggnog vibe.
He does. He looks kind of like an egg.
Wooden tooth freak.
So his original recipe called for a ton of liquor. So it was 1 quart of cream, a quart of milk, 12 tablespoons of sugar, a pint of brandy, half a pint of rye, half a pint of rum, half a pint of sherry, and 12 egg yolks. That's just...
I want to go to that Christmas party.
No fun. So I gave that point to Paul because you were surprisingly close. You were weirdly close with that one.
It felt weird hearing the answer.
Okay, so at the end of that round, Shawn and Darragh have a point apiece, and Paul is in the lead with 3 points as we go on to our next round, the What Does It Mean round. Now it is time for the What Does It Mean round. In this round, I will tell you an interesting word, and you will tell me what does it mean. Our first word today is pettifogging. Pettifogging. So, Darragh, you got excited about that one. Can you please tell me?
I heard Moira Rose use it in a clip recently, and she goes, "Now, Alexis, there's no time for pettifogging." And I can't remember the context of it at all. But I'm gonna... Can I guess?
Yeah.
All right. I would say like panicking or catastrophizing.
Okay. Very good. Shawn, what do you think pettifogging means?
I think it's when you fart in your petticoat. Just get it all steamed up in there, you know?
Very good answer. It all steamed up in there.
Yeah.
Paul, what do you think pettifogging is?
It sounds like having sex with someone because you feel bad for them.
Oh,
that's good. That's
yeah,
what it should mean.
Those are all very, very good answers. Darragh, you are correct. So it's paying too much attention to An unimportant detail. Look, I don't make the rules. You were correct.
I was the least funny, but I did my Moira Rose impression, so that's my bid for the point.
Actually, all the words this week I got from an article that was just like Moira Rose's 12 best words. So these are all Moira Rose words.
Okay, amazing. I'll get that out of the way.
So pettifogging is paying too much attention to an unimportant details connected with unimportant things, which
Okay.
I think I do that a lot. So.
Yeah.
All right, our next word is bombalate. Bombalate. Paul, we'll start with you on this one. What does bombalate mean?
It's when you're in Jamaica and you want to blow something up, but it doesn't blow up because the bomb takes too long. So it's like, my bombalate.
All right, good one. Shawn, what do you think bombalate means?
I think it's a Caribbean dance of some sort.
Okay, can you show us like an example of it?
Dance, oh.
Very nice. It's gorgeous.
And you want to repel
Darragh,
a mate.
Very good.
Bombalate for me is a portmanteau between inflate and bombing, and it's when you go to your friend's comedy show and they're really not doing well, so you just like shout positive heckling at them from the front row.
Very good. These are all very good answers. Gonna give this one to Shawn because he didn't even hesitate when I asked you to like show us your dance moves, and I appreciate that. So well done. All excellent answers though. And our final word of this round is.
But can I ask what it actually what?
Oh right, sorry.
I want to learn something on Battle of the Wits.
I want to take home tidbits in my brain.
I'm so sorry. Yes. So bombalate means to buzz or hum. So
like a bumblebee.
Yeah.
That was a disappointing answer, actually.
It was. I'm so
Lower your
sorry.
expectations.
Yes. So to buzz or hum is to bombalate. And our final word of this round is frippit. Frippit. Shawn, we'll start with you for frippit.
But do you know what it is, Darren?
No, I was.
All right.
It's a funny sounding word.
Frippit. I don't know. It's like a whippet, whippets, but it's instead of like a marshmallow, it's just jammed with French fries.
Oh wow,
does sound accurate.
That sounds delicious.
Sounds kind of delicious, yeah.
Am I
Darragh,
pregnant? That sounds great.
What is frippit?
I believe it's Victorian slang for jilling off. The Victorians had slang for that.
Oh, they definitely did.
Yeah.
Very good. And Paul, what is frippit?
I think it's a frog fart.
Very good. Does that sound different from a human fart?
Yes. Absolutely.
Sounds froggy.
How does it sound? Can you dazzle us?
With like a sound of what it...
Yeah, the sound of a frog
Is it
fart?
onomatopoeic?
I think it depends on which Budweiser frog. This is a really old reference, but I guess that it would sound the exact same, but their mouths are closed. So
okay,
the difference.
All right, very good. Good answer, Paul. I will give that one to... I'll give that one to Shawn. Those are all good answers. You're all doing very well. I hope you're all very proud of yourselves.
What does it mean?
Frippit, I'm so sorry. I've been packed all day. Behind this wall, it's just boxes. I don't even have an apartment anymore. I just have boxes and sadness right now. So frippit is a frivolous or showy young woman. So, she's quite the frippet.
You know, it does sound like the part where the nuns are singing at Maria, you know, in The Sound of Music, and they say, like, how do you find a word that means Maria? A flibberty gibbet, a will of a wisp, a clown. So it's like in there. It's like, it sounds like it.
Yeah. That's true. I've only seen The Sound of
Darragh's
Music
karaoke
once.
night, like, really fast. Oh my god. Is
Oh,
it obvious I'm,
no.
like, fiending for attention tonight, guys? Like,
No, I know
grateful for
you're
the
very
time.
subtly dressed and made up.
I just want to say thanks for the spot. I know we're like 10 minutes in, but
No.
I
You
need-
are welcome. All right, now it is time for my favorite round: 2 truths and 1 lie. In this round, you will all tell us 3 little stories, little sentences, and we will try to figure out which one of those is a lie by asking you hard-hitting questions. All right. So, Paul, because you are in the lead, you will go first. What are your 2 truths and 1 lie?
In any order that I
In any order.
Okay.
Well, if you were like, first is going to be my lie, and then that wouldn't really work.
Pay attention. Okay. I just got my dog's balls removed. I cut my own hair. And I never wear deodorant.
Okay. That's, the last 2 are sort of just regular lockdown behaviors, I think. But, all right. Darragh, what is your first question?
Well, my first statements about me, a little bit about me.
No, what's your first question?
Lie.
What's your first question for Paul?
You know what?
For
Look,
Paul.
if you had to use deodorant, what brand would it be?
Good question.
Gillette.
Who's your hairstyle inspiration?
Depp.
Sorry?
Johnny Depp.
Oh, love it.
Okay.
I mean,
Shawn,
let's see.
Shawn,
Give us a
do you
little
have a question?
turnabout.
We're gonna take turns here, Darragh.
Okay.
Shawn, do you have any questions for Paul?
Can I see your dog's genital area?
Do you want to?
I feel like that's no, not really.
Not that kind of a show.
That says you get points for bringing animals on screen.
Yeah, not their balls, not their
He's
genitals.
wiping the floor with us today with his dog's balls.
Oh, that's such a cute dog.
This is Winston.
Aww.
6 months old.
Oh.
Do you want to honestly see?
Yes.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
There you go. Sorry, Winston. He had no.
The poor Winston.
I'm an awful pet father. So that's that.
Just for raiding his balls out in front of the world.
Yep. Oh.
He does look like he has trust issues, so I think that's got to be true.
He does. It's all down the drain now.
Yeah. How, like, by cutting your own hair, is this just like a lockdown thing, or have you always cut your own hair? Tell us more about that.
Throughout my life, I've developed a series of mirrors which would allow me to do so.
Okay.
Can you show us your haircuts?
Explain these mirrors to us?
It's about like being able to see in back of me. Like, well, this is weird because the camera's backwards, but like to see in back of me as I'm just getting the back parts. That's always been the major obstacle in cutting my own hair. Getting the right bathroom to be able to do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know. I've been to your apartment, and I don't remember seeing a series of mirrors. So.
It's a secret. You have to like tap a couple tiles
How
in the
did it
shower,
smell,
and then
though?
it opens.
It smelled good.
Mm.
Did he smell
Smelled,
nice?
Yeah.
smelled good, so it didn't smell like
Little Netflix and smell your buddy's armpits?
yeah. No, you know.
All right. Do you have any further questions for Paul, or are you ready to make your guesses?
Yeah, I think I don't believe the haircut thing.
You
I
don't
don't
believe
think
the
I believe the
haircut?
haircut either.
All right, Paul. What is the lie?
The lie is it's the haircut.
All right. So Shawn and Darragh each get a point for that one. And Winston gets 25 points for being a good boy. All right. So brave. So willing to sacrifice for art, you know.
Yeah.
Darragh, what are your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Okay, so when I was an au pair in Montreal West, the child that I was in charge of fell down a sewer, and I rescued him.
my
At
goodness.
another time, I had second-degree burns from the water of a hard-boiled egg, and finally, I am second-generation Italian Canadian.
Okay.
Okay.
Paul, would you like to ask the first question?
Which side of your family is Italian and which side of your family is Canadian?
Oh, I mean, it was my maternal side. They came from like the north of Italy, like near the Swiss Alps there.
Okay.
Like my great grandparents. I think that makes me second generation. No, yeah, or third generation. My great grandparents
Okay.
on my mother's side,
Hmm.
and they were the
Shawn, you
grandparents on my mother's father's side.
Okay.
On your mother's side?
On my mother's father's side, because they're my great grandparents, right?
You seem awfully skeptical, Shawn. What's your first question?
Well, because I know some biographical information about you, which doesn't really line up. So
You think you
that.
know me, Shawn Stenhouse. You don't know me.
Your
I am a
mother's last name was
mysterious lady.
Kilkenny, right?
Yeah.
That's not very Italian.
No, it's not.
Pretty
Very
sure that's
Italian.
Irish.
It's like, yeah, it is. But imagine you spelt it with like an I at the end. Then.
Okay, all right.
So that's what they had to change that when they came here to be more accepted among Canadians.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess.
What about this?
I wonder what the sewer.
Yeah, that's what I want to know about.
Did you
Did the kid see
handhold?
a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in the sewer?
You know, I was more afraid of him becoming Batman because he really it was right beside this big like gothic looking church in Montreal West that was right beside his bus stop. So I would walk him to the bus stop and there was this church and he and a bunch of other kids were playing and just like a counterweight came out, but he like plunged right down the sewer and it like closed in on top of him. And his older brother was just like, forgot my name, Darragh! And then I had to go over, like, reach in, snatch this kid out of the sewer, and then, like, rushed him home, got him changed into a brand new set of uniforms, and still got him back in time for the bus. And that was, like, my first week of, like, a year of au pairing, and that was pretty impressive. I did not create Batman.
Did you have to lift the top of the sewer to get him?
Yes. It was, like, because it was, like, more like a flat piece of metal, like in a square. So I just kind of like lifted that out of the way, like I could push it out of the way.
It wasn't like the heavy manhole, but it was like a square.
No, it wasn't like a city one. It was like right beside this church, so it was more like the church's like freaking irrigation or something. So, and you bet these moms are all like, "You endangered our children, and we're gonna," So they got fixed the next day.
What was the street?
Right near Ballantyne and Westminster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good question.
So was the kid like fine? Like he went to school after that? I would have.
He
Like,
was
you didn't take him
shook
to the
as
doctor?
hell, like white in the face, like super shaken. He wasn't super wet though. Like he really just like soaked his shoes and like up to his like knees-ish in water. So yeah, I brought him home. Like I got him changed. I just like ran him in the bath a little bit just on his feet and then like got him changed and back to the bus. Super nanny.
Okay. How old was the kid?
That kid was 5 and the older brother was 10 and now they are 10 and 15, which is crazy.
Okay.
And I wonder if they remember. I wonder if he's shook and traumatized by that.
And what was the middle one that you said?
The egg.
That
Egg water?
I got second degree burns from egg water. Exactly.
That just sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds plausible.
I'm
How did that
convinced they
happen?
petrified. Oh, I was very small. I was shorter than the stove, but I'm convinced the burn petrified the development of my breasts. So I think I would have been a very different woman if I had ever ascended to a full C cup. But it was not meant to be. So this is actually my supervillain origin story. Is that my titties are tiny because of the egg water.
The egg water.
Hence this demonic princess you see before you.
It all makes sense now. All right, are there any more questions, or do you think you know what the lie is?
I'm going to go with my original answer for the lie.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's the lie as well.
so the Italian origins, you're both going for that. What is the lie?
It is, in fact, I'm not at all Italian. So it puts me in the awkward position of just like trying to be a really good liar, which I don't know is such a skill I want to exhibit on your vast platform,
That's
Elspeth.
fair.
But
That's fair. Okay, so Shawn and Paul both get 1 point for that. And now, Shawn, it is your turn.
Okay. I once watched a movie in the theaters next to Jamie Foxx, the actor, Academy Award-winning actor. I had 2 neighbors expire in the same apartment building, and not be discovered until the odor was. And I was embarrassingly caught shoplifting a bag of candy with my friends when I was 19 years old.
19.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is
Not where I thought that was
embarrassing.
going.
It's a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch
Worth
Kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Worth
Quality
it.
candy.
Yeah. Did you have to do hard time for that?
No, they didn't even have to. I mean, it was the weird thing is they brought me to my CJET. The cops, they just sort of dropped me off. So it was,
It's like they felt bad for you.
they were like, it was like a $3 steal, and I was they didn't have to tell my parents because I was 19, so they just sort of dropped me off at the. They're like, well, where do we take you? I was like, I guess back to school because it was like in between classes. So
where was it?
Where was the CJET?
Yeah, no. Where were you stealing from?
A Maxi.
Maxi.
You were at Marianopolis?
No, I was on the South Shore.
Oh. Damn it. Well, what movie did you see with Jamie Foxx?
Frankenweenie. There's Frankenweenie, or there was one like that. No. There's like 2 animated Halloween movies that came out around this. Frankenweenie and
Paranorman?
Paranorman, that was it. Yeah, Paranorman.
What year was that?
Sure it was.
2011, 12, whenever that movie came out.
What city was that in?
Montreal.
Montreal, yeah.
He was filming
What
the movie.
cinema?
AMC.
Yep, okay.
Okay. Was he just like was it like a premiere of that movie, or?
No, he was there with what I assume was his daughter, small child.
Okay.
And
Are you sure it was Jamie
bodyguards.
Foxx?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Pretty dark there.
Pretty sure.
Well, I didn't see him because we got up and I had to go to the bathroom, so I like bolted because I didn't want to miss a second of Paranorman. And then after, like, my friends and my waiting outside the bathroom, and they saw him come out, and they were like, "That's Jamie Foxx." And it would explain why there were like 6 big dudes came in and sat at like different corners of the theater.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess it's not like you I don't trust. It's your friends I don't trust.
They could be.
What was your third story?
I've had 2 neighbors expire.
Oh, right.
I didn't catch,
What neighborhood was that in?
NDG.
Oh, dang. I'm in NDG. What street?
Prud'homme.
Prud'homme?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to live off.
Oh man, those buildings are a little haunted for sure.
It wasn't
Which building on Prud'homme?
like, the big white one,
Okay, yeah.
but
near,
like
Not
just
the one they just
behind
tore
it.
down.
Did they tear it
okay.
down?
That building
No, they
hasn't
tore down the
existed
one
for
on-
75 years.
Fibs!
Because
Caught
I know
in your
it's like
fib.
aren't there like a bunch of buildings with like names like the Biltmore and like,
Yeah, it wasn't one of those. It was like across the street from one of those.
Okay, and you lived in that building and 2 people expired and no one found them till it smelled. Did you smell it?
Yeah. For like,
What does it smell like, Shawn?
like, well, they're 2 different. One was like kind of like garbage. I was like, oh, this someone hasn't put out the garbage. And one was like kind of like cabbage.
Oh no!
Really old cabbage.
Can you still
Amazing.
eat like sauerkraut and cabbage-based products after
course.
that experience?
Any fermented anything you'll enjoy?
Yeah. It's no more kimchi for Shawn. Sad times.
What was the window of time between these expirations?
Good question.
Maybe 2 years. One was like a little after we moved out, and then one was like a little before we moved out. No, a little before after we moved in, and then a little before we moved out. So we bookended our stay in that apartment with.
And you're like, I've had enough. I have to stop killing my neighbors.
Yeah,
You're the problem, Shawn.
yeah, it's definitely you.
Was that Paul?
How did they die? Do you know how
I
they
don't
died?
know. I don't know. They just died.
Kick the bucket.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any further questions for the possibly murderous Shawn Stenhouse?
Yeah. That Jamie Foxx movie theater story sounds sus.
Okay, so do you think that is the lie? Is that your vote?
Yes, that's what I meant to
Okay.
convey. Yes.
Okay. Paul, what is your guess? What do you think is the lie?
I think it's the dead people.
The dead people. All right, Shawn, what
You're on,
is
Paul.
the lie?
It's the stealing candy story.
What? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, for
Finally.
sure. He looks like a little petty
Well
thief.
done.
I will
I've
take
never-
that
I've
for
never-
granted.
I've never- I have too much. I have too much of a guilty conscience. I've never stolen anything in my life.
That's
But you would
Very
steal Pet
well
Cabbage
done.
Patch Kids, like if you got the chance.
I don't know. Maybe I'd have to think. Think about. I scared myself so bad with that story and made up in my mind.
You have to take a walk to cool down. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah. And I would just leave and never come back.
Well done, Shawn. You get 2 points for that. So at the end of that
Wow.
round, Darragh has 3 points, Paul has 4 points, and Shawn is in the lead with 7 points.
oh shit.
So well done. It's still anyone's game. We've got 2 rounds left, and now it is time for the how much round. Some interesting things I found on the internet, and you will tell me how much they cost. We have a very special rendition this week. My friend and wonderful comedian Monica Hamburg found the first 2 things and sent them to me. So let's see what they are. They're fun. Our first item is a sun chip. This is a garden salsa sun chip that looks like a vagina. Absolutely spot on is how it's described where it is for sale on eBay. Its full description says, "This garden salsa sun chip with an uncanny resemblance to pillow pants. Don't save too long. The margins on this sale are obviously good. Serious bidders, positive feedback only." So this sun chip that the seller thinks looks like a vagina is for sale on eBay.
Oh.
How much do you think it costs? Shawn, we'll start with you.
Probably, I'd say like probably costs $5, but I would actually pay much more because I used to have I found a Cheeto that looked like a dick with like, and it had like a bulb on the bottom, so it looked like a hole. So I had a penis Cheeto, and I think this would have gone very well with it. So I would have. I would have paid a lot for
That's
this.
like a name of an indie band.
Set.
Sorry?
Yeah. Yeah, we're the penis Cheetos.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would
so
have paid a lot for this personally, but I'd say $7.
$7, okay. Paul, how much do you think this saucy sun chip is worth?
I feel like it's either like that I feel that it's personally worth, or that I
Or how much do you think it's for sale for? Sorry.
like I love sun chips. I think they're the perfect like crispiness to size ratio of chip.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's probably selling for something ridiculous. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'm gonna say $80.
$80?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
I think it's great to get a vulva that already has its yeast infection like pre-installed, because usually I have to give myself those by like putting my hands in the cheesy chip bag and then not cleaning my hands before sorry, what was the word we had? The Moira Rose word? Oh yeah, frippit.
Frippit.
Before that, and that's how you get like a really nice like zesty yeast infection. So I'm gonna aim high, and I'm gonna say like $30. Paul, did you say something like that?
I am way high.
Yeah, Paul said 80.
Okay, I'll split the difference and I'll say
So-
30.
30? Okay, you are all incorrect. Paul is the closest, so he gets the point.
Oh my gosh.
It is
500.
for sale for, this is real human money, $513.88.
Some guys are real lonely.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
mean, it's for all the
You're telling me
lonely
that my yeast infection
viewers out there.
could be scoring this high.
This comes with some Canestin as well, so it's fine.
Oh my god.
Okay,
That shit's nice.
our next item is a strawberry that looks like Patrick the Starfish sitting down. So this is also on eBay, and yes, it is described as, its condition is a bit fat. Its description, it's a bit fat, and I'm not sure how I can ship it, but it looks like Patrick. So Patrick the Starfish from SpongeBob SquarePants fame. Darragh, how much would you pay? Or how much do you think this is for sale for on eBay?
Oh, how much is for sale has very little to do with how much I would pay. This is a priceless work of art to me. This would be like the kind of donation I'd make in my like will. I'm gonna put it up for like 20, like 15.
15. Okay.
I'm aiming low
Shawn?
because Monica's always finding those things on Wish, you know?
Mm-hmm. These are all, these two, the first two are eBay, so this is an eBay item. Shawn, how much do you think
Okay.
it is for this strawberry that looks like Patrick?
Is it like dry? I don't understand.
I don't think so, because they do say in the description that they're not sure how it will ship. Yeah, Monica did send this to me like a week ago, so the strawberry is probably rotted by now.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm gonna go with $35.
$35. All right. And Paul,
$300.
$300. Very good guess, Paul. You are the closest, but you're still way off. Just somebody throw out the most insane number you can think of.
$2,313.
No, this one though that's closer. It is $800.98.
How do you get 90 cents?
What a stupid number.
Yeah.
It is a dumb number. It's because it was
98 cents. Are you kidding me?
It's $669.38 plus $131.60 for shipping. So
Because they'd have to like hold it,
Okay.
bring it.
yeah, you have to bring it to you. Like how they do like with like heart transplants and stuff. That's how they're shipping this guy. They have to helicopter it to your roof.
To freeze it. And then send it by drone.
Yeah. That's a whole thing. But I mean
Way.
clearly worth it for a weird looking straw. Okay, our final item. This is from Etsy. And it is a mystery bone lot. So
Ooh.
the material is animal bones. This kit comes with handmade oddities and curiosity. Each kit is unique, and attached are pictures of previous kits. So basically, this taxidermist is just sending people bones, which does not have a serial killer vibe at all. Who will we start with this time? Darragh, how much do you think this mystery bone lot from Etsy is for sale for?
This is pretty prestigious stuff for Etsy. So I'm going to put it like quite higher because aiming low has not served me well. And I'm going to go for like $400.
400. Okay. Shawn, how much for the mystery bones?
How many bones are in it?
It depends. It's it's like those grab bags you used to get when you were a kid.
Just a bag of bones?
It's just a bag of bones. Somebody will know your address and then send bones to it.
Yeah. Sounds like a setup.
Yeah.
I got $600.
$600? Okay, and Paul, how much do you think this old bag of bones?
1,400.
1,400. All very good guesses. You are all incorrect. The mystery bone lot is a very reasonable $27.34. So, Darragh, you get that one. Well done.
Way
Excellent
the hell
work.
off, but
You did it.
Yeah.
that would be enough for
I
me to
was-
buy it. Gotta say, I would just buy for that steel.
Make a stop.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad no one knew the
Any-
answer.
Steel, it's like get grave robbed it or something.
Right.
Yeah. Would you be like hoping for a specific type of bone in your mystery bone bag if you ordered one? If you're like, oh man, I really hope there's like a bird
Yeah, I think
bone.
I could do magical things with a deer jaw.
No, the deer jaw thing made me think. One time, I grew up in New Brunswick. My friend and I were walking down the street. Down the street. I use that word loosely. It was a dirt road that I lived on, and there was just like a severed deer head, just like on the side of the road, and we screamed and ran away. And
Yeah.
so I moved away from New Brunswick forever.
Deerjaw sounds like a city in New Brunswick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up near Deerjaw with my grandpa.
Old Grandpa Deerjaw.
Yeah.
Okay, at the end of that round, Darragh has 4 points. Paul has 6 points, and Shawn still has 7 points. But it is still anyone's game.
I'm literally just speaking to you from the next veil. Because I knew my laptop camera wasn't working. So I'll just be this pulsy little circle.
That's okay. We are in the final round, so it is quite all right. Okay, so just 1 second. All right, we have 1 round left. Darragh, has turned into a ghost, but it's fine. And yes, at the end of that last round, Darragh has 4 points, Paul has 6, and Shawn is in the lead with 7 points. But now it is time for our final round, the lightning round. In this round, I will ask you rapid fire trivia questions, and whoever answers correctly first will get the point, so just shout out your answers. Are you ready for the lightning round?
Woo! That's goes for you.
All right, here we go. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Very good. Clap your hands 3 times. 60% of the human body is this.
Water.
Water.
Again,
Very good. Which actor played Harry Potter?
Daniel
Daniel
Radcliffe.
Radcliffe.
Yeah, very good. The plural noun for a group of crows is called?
a
Too
murder.
many.
Good job. What is Montreal's football team?
Alouettes.
Alouettes.
Very good. What's the opposite of daytime?
Nighttime.
Good job. What's the 3rd month of the year?
March.
March.
Very good. The world's largest ocean?
Pacific.
Atlantic.
What do birds lay?
Eggs.
Egg.
Very good. 7 times 8.
56.
56. Very good. North, east, south, and
West.
West.
very good. Who was the first person to step foot on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. Very good. All right. Good round, everyone. I am going to tally your points. And while I do you have anything you would like to promote? We'll start with Shawn.
Oh, no.
Anything to promote? Anything going on in your life?
No. My day job? I don't know.
Yeah.
Promote having a
Come check me
job.
out. You
I
can
would
catch
love-
me here every day on my computer.
I would love to promote my house for trick-or-treating, but this episode's going to air after Halloween. So in that case, the first week of November, I'm doing, I have done a voiceover clip for Yara Zaid's new video essay on YouTube, and that is the coolest thing to happen to me in a long time. So
Awesome.
Who is that?
Very good.
her name's Yara Zaid. She does like video essays and like movie reviews and TV reviews, and she's so funny and chirpy and such. So yeah, I'll promote her.
Cool.
Very good. Paul, do you have anything you'd like to promote?
Staying away from me.
Promote
Very good.
good dental hygiene.
Yes.
Wash your hands. About that. And,
Yeah. Wear a mask.
yeah. And
Stay
wear
away
that.
from people.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, it'll make hugs
Okay.
that much better, you know? In a couple
Yeah. In 2022, when we're allowed to hug again, damn it, it's gonna feel so good.
I really want to have a Caligula style orgy with you 3 people specifically. When
The
that
with the eggs.
Don't be afraid.
Aw.
Seva
I would also like to give a shout out to my friend Lucy Gervais. Everyone should check out her on social media. She has a bunch of cool stuff, and she's very, very funny.
She has the sex show coming up right like this week.
Yeah, the sex show is coming up. By the time this is out, it will probably be over, but follow her on Instagram. She does a bunch of cool stuff. She does a show called Hat Couture. She does the sex show. She does drag. Check out Lucy Gervais, everyone. That's my shout out for the week. Okay, at the end of the game, we have some interesting developments. In 3rd place, but first in our hearts, we have Darragh with 8 points. Well done.
Thank you.
And goodness gracious, it got close at the end. Paul has 10 points, but Shawn snuck ahead with 11 points.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Shawn. You win the most prestigious award in Montreal comedy.
Really
Thank
prestigious.
you.
All right. Thank you, everyone at home, for watching, and thank you all so much for being on my show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.